Senor Entrepreneurs.
Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal-certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Okay, hello once again. This is once again your host, Alex Flores, in your weekly Sunday program, Senor Entrepreneur. That is aired every 5 o'clock in the afternoon until about 5:45 or whatever. Okay. So, anyway, this is another day that together via this program, we will be changing pleasantries and sometimes a little bit of not too pleasant. Here in where I am at Parañaque, para pong nakikisama ang panahon. It was drizzling a while ago. It's quite gloomy. And I believe it has something to do with the theme of what I am going to part with you now. It is aptly titled as Requiem to a dearly departed social entrepreneur. Okay, for those who may be a little bit wary of what it means, when you say Requiem, this is one way of trying to glorify, to lift up someone who is already, let's say, with the Lord. Okay, there's a deeper story beyond this title. And with this title, we have several guests here, a relative, a friend, some colleagues in the health and wellness sport of armies worldwide. Now, as I have said, it has something to do with social entrepreneurship because more than half of her lifetime had been devoted, in the services of not entrepreneurship at all in its real sense, but in the service of community. Okay. Now, who else but a good friend of mine who will now be with us, airing from Vancouver, Canada, than a good friend who, in a way, should be sharing with us some happy thoughts. But unfortunately, I believe after talking to the family and to the friends when we were in Zoom, I believe I am not in an emotional position to share this with the viewers. But for a head start, the reason why it was Requiem was in an uncalled for incident. A life was snuffed from planet Earth. It was so emotional that I'm not too sure if I can paint a beautiful picture of what transpired because everyone feels emotional about it. So I have with me now the brother in the field of armies, Alan Sisir Ninja Turtle, if you may recall. I think it was something like December when he guested in my show, who will give to you the A to Z of what transpired last February 26. They are a family of social entrepreneurs. They have 300 hectares of land in Paracale, Camarines Norte. They have a beachfront which are being developed, to support the Parañaque community, to pave the way, for a school for the community, agri, tourism, etc. But suddenly, the life of a beloved sister, and even 2 years before that, of a beloved brother, was snuffed. And as I have said, to join me is another colleague in martial arts, particularly Ernest, a guy who is joining us from Lipa by the name of Sunny. He's an American. And another good friend, si Professor Chot Velasquez, who's been with Berry for quite some time in the project in Paracale. But in the interest of time, initially I would like to call on to give us a hindsight on what really transpired and who Betty is as a distinguished social entrepreneur in Paracale, Camarines Norte. So for a head start, may I call on the screen our good friend Alan Sisir Datu Inocalia. Alan, please come in.
Hello,
Alan.
hello.
Yeah,
Maraming
welcome
salamat.
once again for the second time.
Maraming
Master Sisir.
salamat. Maraming salamat, Alex, for inviting me again in your show. This is a very sad moment for me to basically announce I have been in shock. My little beautiful sister, who is a social entrepreneur, advocate of social justice, considered mother of Paracale, and also mother of our Arnis Maharlika, was shot dead. He was shot dead. She was killed by assassins in Camarines Norte, right in front of her house.
February
She was
26.
February
Correct. Very
26,
recent.
4:45. These people don't have any help at all. While my sister is entering her car to move her car, this two motorcycle hoodlum, came and shot her point blank, seven shot. The two bullets that fired to her body, she was alive, and she yelled for help. And this hoodlum came back with five more shot, including her head, and she is dead on the spot. My sister, were she's a saint. To me, she's a saint. She had done everything for Paracale, for Camarines Norte, for everyone. We're building self-sufficient community there, a healing community. She is 9 years working for uh, the government. I prepared a slide for you here, but somehow, there she is. I wasn't able to upload it, but I'm just gonna probably bring it up. This is how beautiful she is. She's 60 years old. Um, she is a public servant. 9 years working for the Paracale town as assistant to the mayor, special assistant to the mayor. And this is our if you can see, we hold our Arnis Kali Maharlika training. She's a Dayang in Arnis, a co-founder of our Maharlika Institute of Arnis Filipino Martial Arts worldwide. And Professor Chot is there. He is the vice president. And Punong Guro Sani is also in Lipa. He is in our international representative. So this beautiful lady, there is the whole family in the farm. We have a huge farm, and basically, we are invaded by bad people who are into illegal mining. That's Gina Lopez. Gina is a good friend of my sister in yoga, because my sister is a yogi, tai chi, and martial art. That's Gina when she had a baby, and maybe it's smaller there. and she also wrote an article in Gina's book. And then that's when she got some award because of her progressive entrepreneurial. She is a president of Paracale Farming, Minahan ng Bayan in Kapakuan. This is the report when she got shot in her car. And basically, this is the memorial that we had. So many people all over the world, came totally shocked, totally shocked. I haven't gotten over it yet. I cannot believe that, a human being can hurt her, because she basically cannot even hurt anybody, even by thought. And she was already she's already in this basically she has left us physically, but her dream and her vision will stay in our heart. For those people that thought that they can scare the family and run us off of our property in Camarines, you are wrong. You are wrong. Though I have forgiven these people, just because my family represents goodness and spirituality, but we will find you. I know that life is hard, and there is more than the gunman. There are people behind this this killing, because this shooting in Camarines Norte had been rampant. And I'm calling the chief of police, the governor, the mayor, even the president of the Philippines, to look into this matter, because this is we cannot run a society like this, where we use gun and fear to run lives of the people through fear. My family represents joy and love and wellness, and we will stick to that. In the most painful time, I will try my best, to go above this. I just want to be able to find these people and who masterminded this killing, because obviously she was assassinated. They paid this to kill her, and I will not rest until we find.
Sisir, if I may, Sisir,
Yeah.
kindly tell them that this is not the first time. This is the second time, because 2 years ago, your brother Vicente suffered the same fate. Please
Yes.
share it with them.
September 12, 1917, my brother who lives in the town was also shot. The same exactly. He was getting off his car 10 o'clock in the morning with his fiancé, and this hoodlum came and shot him point blank as well, dead on the spot. Nothing
So 2 in a row.
happened. Nothing was resolved. Nothing will happen in these cases. And I know for a fact, even one of my guard there was also, shot. And also, there's no resolution. There's also a ranger of DNR, because I have complained to the cutting of trees. And this ranger who did the investigation was also shot while riding a motorbike. I mean, you know, this shooting had been way gone far enough that our good president must must pay attention and save the innocent people of Camarines. We have a beautiful province. I grew up there and I go there almost well, I have lived there already for 6 years since 2017. And even my good friend Sunny had been there. My friends and my student all over the world, we plan to have a convention there this September 2021. We could have been there earlier without the COVID. We want to turn the place into a tourism for education, for sports and wellness. But how can I even promote the place, when my own sister, never mind me, I would have, I sometimes I feel like I should have stayed there and look after this, find these people. But I am hoping the local authorities will do their job. Do not let families or people that get affected by this to take the law in their hands. I am looking for assistance. Anybody in the world, in the Philippines, in Camarines Norte, in Paracale, in Batubalani, where she was shot, we need assistance to find the mastermind of these killings in my town. I am really so sorry. I'm so sorry because I've been promoting Philippines like it is like the wonders of the world. But now I cannot say that yet until all this lawlessness and shooting and peace and order is addressed. We will stop all the activity, all our plans of our beautiful martial arts. We're planning to make a mecca of arnis in our farm. All of those are on hold now. We are just really so concerned about the peace and order in our community. So I have my Professor Chot, and of course Sani can say something. I can take this whole day because I haven't slept yet. Everywhere I see, it's my sister. And here in Canada, the woman's right is basically reaching out to me, and they just we have created a movement. Betty's Life is now a movement of violence. Stop violence against women, and we have every week we have a show to do just that. And from September 20 to 21, we have a master's class. All the different grandmaster in worldwide, we are holding a marathon of Filipino martial arts and self-defense for women. So all of those are in the making now. And of course, I am talking to law enforcement in the Philippines and also to the Filipino community here in Canada. We're reaching out to the social media, and that's why I thank Alex for spearheading this, because we want to be able to reach out to the Filipino people, to the media, because this is a problem. we are not going to have a serious advancement in the Philippines, if we have all these criminals running around. There's a lot of great people in the Philippines, but with this few ragtag hoodlum cannot go around in our society today. And they're around. And unfortunately, I believe that the local authorities knows these people. They are being used as a assassin. And we must stop this. We must the uh, our local government. I know there are good people out there. Help us. My family is not gonna cower down. We're not gonna be quiet. We are gonna go back into that farm and reinstate our rights and the and honor of my sister. We're gonna turn that place into a mecca of peace, in healing, and humanitarian program. We have a school there now. Betty wants it to. We have elementary school, and she wants to. She just donated the land to turn it into a high school. And of course, our farm, 250 hectares, we are going to be turning that into a self-sufficient community, an international community for martial arts, our national martial arts, Arnis. So again, I can go on here forever. So Alex, you can probably bring in Professor Chot as well, and he is pretty much on the lead of our program there in Philippines. I cannot hear you. Sir Alex, we cannot hear you. No
Oh yeah,
sound.
sorry. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can
Okay,
hear
okay,
you.
yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was also carried. As I was saying,
I would like
it,
to
it, it's it's quite unfortunate.
I'm acknowledging
Huh?
Sister Jennifer is also joining us.
Okay, as I have said, we'll try to move, literally speaking, mountains in trying to see how these two heinous events happened, and hopefully take care so that no one else in the family will be a part of this tragedy. And I believe that the government and the private institutions will join hands trying to clear this mess. So anyway, uh, to give a few more minutes of sharing, let me call on Chot now, Chot Velasquez, Professor Chot, because he has worked closely in the past with Berry.
Sister
Chot,
Becky.
let me see Chot Velas on screen. Hello, Chot. Our Carl, could you please put on the screen Chot, the other guest in our program? Where is Chot and Sunny? Could you, Carl? Could you assist us by putting Chot and Sunny on the screen? Hello,
Oh, there I am.
hello, Carl. Carl. Oh, there's
There
Chot
is.
now. Chot. Okay,
Yes,
it's
yes.
5:30. Please share with us your
Oh,
your
Kuya
your, your
in the house.
projects, your association with Benny. we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
go ahead. Now, I can also, I'm giving you 5 minutes to do that. And we have now on screen also the brother Dada Inocalia from Brazil.
Brazil.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
a few minutes. And then we go to Dada, so that Dada Inocalia. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah.
Some of the notable events in your life with
Good
Betty.
afternoon to everyone. I am Chot Velasquez, and I am the Vice President of Maharlika Institute for Arnis and Filipino Martial Arts. So I am tasked and authorized by Dato Hishir and Dada Herbert to lead the Arnis Kali Maharlika based in the Philippines. And this is one of the things that Sister Betty and I are working on. We want to turn the farm into a place where Arnis Kali practitioners around the world can come and enjoy the place and come to understand the country and also our culture. In the farm, we are active in putting up uh, globally competitive high-tech, high-quality for the people of Paracale. And the latest of which is the plan to put up not only a high school, but also a state college in the farm. So that is the thing that we are already working on. We stopped right now because of what happened. But as Datu Shishir have mentioned, we are going to push through with those things. Uh, and the other thing is that Sister Betty is very much involved in the culture and economy of Paracale. Uh, she works with the miners of Paracale in the direction of the Minahang Bayan. Her heart is grieving because the people are mining gold, and yet it seems that the gold it doesn't ripple down to their economic situation in life, and so that is one thing that she wants to turn around. She believes that the people in Paracale should enjoy the fruits of the land, which is basically one of that is gold. So that is the social justice direction of what Sister Betty is working on in Paracale. And I'm not sure if what happened to her has something to do with that. Uh, it is very likely and it's quite possible. Anyway, uh, these are the things that we are working on. So we want to turn the farm, as Datu Hishir explained, into a self-sufficient community. Uh, there are 10,000 trees of coconuts there. So we are also working on the production of cocoa sugar. And currently there's already the production of BCO. And we want to use this to help the people for their health. So that, with COVID-19, uh, the BCO can help a lot in preventing
Yeah.
the infection. And that is what we are working on right now. Um, so Sister Betty and I are discussing the scaling up of the production. We want to get back these 1,000 nuts being processed on a daily basis so that we can possibly distribute this BCO to as many people as possible.
Okay.
So that's where
Okay.
we
Yeah.
stand.
Yeah. Thank you. By the way, input lang, Chot, and the rest. The government through DTI and our team, Go Negosyo, no, is now backed up with several, should we say, programs. One of which is allocation of quite some amount in the development of agriculture in the country and tourism industry. And I believe your projects will fall into this. But we cannot elaborate this on this. We will discuss this, and we have all the time to discuss this. Kaya sabi ko, sayang, if that more than 250 hectares will go to waste because of some people whose concern is personal. Now, before before we run out of time, all the way from Brazil, Dada Inocalia, another brother of Sisir. Okay,
Well,
Dada, please come in.
thank you
Please
very
share us your
much for
thoughts.
good morning here in Brazil. Thank you very much for this interview. Actually, Shishir and Chot has already explained it. Here in Brazil, since I'm here already since 1974, and we are incentivizing the Filipino martial arts and self-defense Arnis Kali, FMA. So incentivizing also together with the Philippine Embassy, always when there's a ambassador or the consul general here I live in Brasilia, which is near to the embassy. So we are always having a good talk about promoting Filipino martial arts, Arnie. So we are incentivizing also the tourism. The Brazilian people, they like martial arts, and they want to see the origin of Arnis. So since that time, when people here, like my students, I invite them also always to go to the Philippines, and they are willing to go. For several times, we went there. We went to Siniloan also, like in Laguna with Professor Chot, and also to the farm. So I talk well always with the ambassador here, the consul general, which are always become my friends. Yeah. And to incentivize, they told me to incentivize more about the tourism in the Philippines. So what we could do is always continue giving martial arts and incentivize the Brazilian people, not only the Brazilian people, also I'm the only Filipino in the South of America. So they are my reference was myself, and also to continue incentivizing the tourism in the Philippines. About Betty, we have a good communication before, and at the last time she asked me to about the school, the land for me to donate to the Department of Education of the Philippines. So I think for the meantime, that's all I could say because the time is so short. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moderator, can I say something?
Naka-mute uli si Alex. Senyor Alex.
Please come in. We have a good friend from Lipa. Okay, please come in now.
I just wanted to start off by saying my deepest condolences to the Inocalia family. Betty was a lovely woman, and we really enjoyed her company while we were there and at the farm in Paracale. I'm sure she'll be dearly missed by the whole family. One of the things that I've noticed about this incident is that the Inocalia family is a national treasure. They've been teaching and promoting Filipino martial arts all of their lives. And I really think the government can do more to help them bring the people who are responsible for the brothers' murder and Betty's murder to justice. If in the United States, and I'm an American, if someone murdered Michael Jordan's sister, you know the government would get involved. All right? These are your national treasures. These are the Inacalias. Okay, they're promoting the Philippines. They're promoting Filipino martial arts. I'm hoping that the government of the Philippines will help them bring the people responsible to justice. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Senyor Alex, nakamute ka uli.
Yeah, please, our only lady in the screen, please come in, introduce yourself, and say your piece. Hello?
Dayang May.
Si May ba to? Yeah, May. Dayang May. Please say your piece.
Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Ako po
Okay.
si May De Leon from Marikina. Nga po, lineage din po ako ni GM Revy Presas through GM Vic Sanchez. So I happen to teach also in Paracale, on the farm of Inocalias, last 2018. So I was saddened by okay lang ba yung reception ko po?
Yeah, go ahead. It's okay.
Nagpi-feedback po kasi sa akin. So, yun nga po, I was saddened by hearing the news about Ate Betty. She was, I can't say anything about her. She's just, she's really kind and hospitable, so much that I felt like I was in my own home. And for only 5 to 6 days with Prof. Chot and his colleague, I know this lady is really a wonderful woman. That's why I was really, really sad. And right now, I'm still promoting, even with the pandemic, the women's self-defense program. And actually, last Sunday, in celebration of the International Women's Day, I was invited to train the survivors of abuse, domestic abuse, or can say the rape victims in St. Scholastica's Manila through the Women's Care Center of the Philippines. So this time, I will support any project or program about Ate Betty. That's all I can say. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dayan. Thank you.
Senyor Alex,
That's all.
nakamute ka uli. Senyor, nakamute.
Once again to call for a brief parting word, and afterwards we'll have a little prayer for Betty. Alan?
Maraming salamat. Thank you everyone for supporting our call on justice. We are totally touched by everyone. I had never, I've been far away from my sister, and I did not realize, how much she has done and touched so many lives. And we are not ready. We are totally taken surprised. Though this threat with her had been sort of going on. She is so brave, to tell me that it is nothing. This is one of those threats that she may have taken lightly, but she was already, sometimes she calls me. She said she in the back of her car while her driver drives because she feels that her life is in danger, or she inside her house. She doesn't want to go out because she feels like she's in danger. And could not really understand it when she was talking this way until I got a call, 2 in the morning from my people in Magane that she got shot. And so, it is really, really unfortunate. And for anyone you know, in the world, who could have even think of hurting my sister, it's beyond me. It's really beyond me. And so now my sister is a flagship. She's
Yan na,
in
nawala ako sa camera.
she's
Nawala
you
yung
know
camera. Na ganun,
she's
no?
now
Wala na.
a movement. She belongs to all our heart, and we will not stop her vision. We will not stop until we find these culprits, and we are just gonna get much more stronger than we are. We are gonna pursue our programs in Camarines Norte, but first we must have a peace and order in the ground. You know, knocking on doors to the government officials all the way to the office of the president, to take this peace and order, situations seriously. This is a clarion call for, for everybody that wants to have, uh, you know, the development or people to visit Philippines. We must have peace. We must have, a governance. The peace and order is numero uno. With these bandits running around, shooting elderly, helpless woman, I mean, it is beyond me. So thank you, Alex, for I think this is our first media interview.
Yes, and I believe this won't be the last.
I hope this is not the last, and I hope we'll have a better news next
Okay.
time.
Yes, and as I have said, I would also want to thank our colleagues here, the person of Ismael Maharaja, and of course Gina Martinez and Carl, and my fellow hosts. And maybe should they want it, we can expand further, even in their program, the cause that we had started. And also starting from the
Yes.
government, because basically the first thing that I see here is a heinous crime, is a heinous crime, is a heinous crime. Once is enough, two is too much, and three, by God, I don't know what we're going to do. And I hope those
Number
people,
three.
my fellow media men, and those closer to the higher echelon in the national government will take cognizance of this. That here is a family working hard to promote in their piece of land in Camarines Norte as a tourism site. But most of all, Arnis is our national sport. The entire family are really promoting this national sport. And it is high time that we don't turn deaf to our kababayans here and abroad, because if these things happen to anyone, to their family, by God, I don't know if you will be sane enough to stand what transpired in their family. We don't want another killings in the family. But the problem is, it's deeply rooted. So we're calling our colleagues from the media, we're calling our good friends in the local and the national government to please give due recognition, give due assistance on the plight of the Indokalia family in the light of what is happening. This is just a small step, no? And this is long overdue because, look, there are so many places in the Philippines where somehow progress becomes affected because of lawlessness. And you know what we need. This is nationwide. This is global by nature. And in the midst of what is happening now, we don't want to complicate things. That is why I would like to believe that after this, we will be collaborating and getting in touch with those who could immediately take cognizance of what transpired. Okay, so thank you very much for my colleague here, GBTV and Bounce Back. And I would like to to address and give a closure on this by joining me on this brief prayer, which I say, this is a requiem on a deeply beloved Berry, who is our fellow warrior and fellow social entrepreneur. So maybe let's bow down our head in a few seconds and pray with me. Eternal rest grant unto Betty Inocalia's soul, and let perpetual light shine upon her. May her soul and the souls of the faithfully departed, to the mercy of God, may they all rest in peace. Amen. So thank you very much for everyone who's been a part of us
Thank you,
on
Sir
this
Alex.
1 hour journey.
Thank you.
This is not the
Thank
end,
you.
but that's the beginning of our battle for justice. Maraming salamat and have a pleasant evening this Sunday.
Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless us all in our journey for justice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carl. So this is your host,